The stranger's kindness. A friendship born in an unexpected moment. Chapter 1. A rainy encounter. The city of New Haven was drowning in a torrential downpour. The streets shimmered with puddles, and the wind howled through the alleys, making umbrellas flip inside out. Among the crowd of hurried pedestrians, a young woman named Elena struggled to hold on to her grocery bags. Her coat was soaked, her shoes splashed through the water, and frustration was painted all over her face. Just as she stepped off the curb, her foot slipped on the slick pavement. The world tilted, her groceries tumbled out of her hands, and she braced for impact. But instead of hitting the cold, wet ground, she felt a pair of strong arms catch her just in time. "You okay?" a deep voice asked. Elena blinked up at a man with a drenched hoodie and kind blue eyes. He set her back on her feet, then immediately bent down to gather her scattered groceries, unbothered by the rain. Yeah, thanks," she stammered. The stranger, whose name was Liam, handed her the groceries, shaking off water from a loaf of bread. "Looks like the storm's trying to make your day worse," he said with a chuckle. Elena gave a half-hearted laugh. "It's been a long day, and now this. I was supposed to make dinner, but everything's soaked." Without hesitation, Liam pulled a folded umbrella from his backpack. "Tell you what, why don't you take my umbrella? I live just a block away." Elena hesitated. "I can't just take your umbrella. What about you?" Liam shrugged. "I'm already wet. You, on the other hand, still have dinner to make." She smiled, the first genuine one of the day. "That's really kind of you." "Well, kindness is free," Liam said with a wink. "And you can return the favor someday?" Little did they know, this was just the beginning. Chapter 2. The return favor. A week later, Elena couldn't stop thinking about the kindness of the stranger in the rain. She had dried off his umbrella and carried it in her bag, hoping she'd run into him again. Fate, however, had different plans. One evening, Elena stopped by her favorite bookstore, the Ivy Nook, to grab a novel for the weekend. As she wandered through the aisles, she spotted a familiar figure sitting by the window, sipping a coffee and flipping through a book. It was Liam. Elena grinned, pulled out his umbrella, and walked up to him. "I believe this belongs to you." Liam looked up, surprised, then laughed. "Well, if it isn't the rainstorm survivor. I was starting to think I'd never see that umbrella again." "Figured it was time to return the favor," Elena said, sitting across from him. "And also, I owe you dinner. You saved mine last time." Liam raised an eyebrow. "Wait, are you bribing me with food?" "Maybe," she smirked. "Or maybe I just want to thank a kind stranger properly." And so, over steaming cups of coffee and the scent of old books, a friendship was born. Chapter 3. Small acts, big difference. Their newfound friendship blossomed quickly. They discovered shared interests, books, music, and a love for random acts of kindness. One day, as they walked through the park, they saw a little girl crying by the fountain. Her balloon had popped, and her ice cream had splattered on the ground. Without missing a beat, Liam knelt beside her. "Hey, that's tough, but you know what? The best superheroes don't cry over spilled ice cream. They find solutions." The girl sniffled. "Like what?" Elena pulled out a notepad and quickly doodled a smiling superhero holding an ice cream cone. "Superheroes like you get a brand new treat and an even cooler balloon." The girl giggled, wiping her tears. Her mother thanked them as they bought her a new ice cream. "That was really sweet," Elena said as they walked away. Liam shrugged. "Kindness is contagious." That moment sealed their bond. Two strangers, now partners in spreading unexpected joy. Chapter 4. The snowstorm and a life-changing gesture. Months passed, and their friendship grew stronger. Then came the great New Haven snowstorm. Elena was stuck at work late, her car buried under a thick blanket of snow. The buses had stopped running, and she dreaded the long, freezing walk home. Just as she was about to give up, her phone buzzed. "Liam." "You still at work?" "Elena." "Yeah, and I think I'm sleeping here tonight." "Liam." "Look outside." Confused, she peeked out the window. There, in the middle of the snowstorm, was Liam, holding 2 cups of hot chocolate and bundled up like a snowman. "Are you crazy?" She laughed as she ran outside. "Crazy about making sure my best friend gets home safe," he said, handing her a cup. He had walked 4 miles through a snowstorm just to make sure she wasn't alone. Elena felt a lump in her throat. Liam, you didn't have to do this, he smiled. Friends show up when it matters. At that moment, Elena knew. This wasn't just friendship anymore. This was family. Chapter 5. Paying it forward. A year had passed since their first rainy encounter, and Elena and Liam had become an inseparable duo. But their kindness didn't stop with each other. They started a small community project called Kindness in Motion, inspiring strangers to pay forward small acts of kindness. From leaving uplifting notes in coffee shops to secretly paying for someone's meal, they turned their kindness into a movement. One day, they received an anonymous message. I was having the worst day when I found your kindness note at the cafe. I was about to give up, but that small gesture reminded me that people care. Thank you. Elena teared up. Liam, we're actually making a difference. He chuckled. Told you, kindness is contagious. And so, 2 strangers who met in the rain became best friends and kindness warriors, proving that one small act can change lives forever. Epilogue. The lesson in kindness. Life is unpredictable. You never know how one moment of kindness can shape someone's journey. It could be catching someone before they fall. It could be offering an umbrella on a rainy day. It could be walking through a snowstorm just to make sure a friend isn't alone. Because in the end, kindness is not just about helping, it's about connecting. And sometimes a simple act of kindness can turn a stranger into a lifelong friend. We conduct detailed research to create this content, but it's difficult to completely describe the story in short video. For more details, reference links are given in description. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Your support means the world to us.